Dr. Alan Christianson's Metabolism Reset: How to Heal Fatty Liver and Boost Your Metabolism Naturally.
It's simple science. Your body has the ability to control your metabolism and keep your weight on track again. When it works well, the food that you eat doesn't get made into fat, it gets made into energy. And your health just changes everything about your life. It's only when you're at your best that you can really chase your dreams all out and be there for those that matter the most. It's time to reset your metabolism, and I've got the book to help you do just that.
Imagine if the secret to effortless energy, weight loss, and better health wasn't about eating less or exercising more, but about healing one key organ in your body. That organ is your liver. Dr. Alan Christianson, a renowned naturopathic medical doctor and New York Times bestselling author, has spent years unraveling the intricate relationship between liver health and metabolism. Through his book, The Metabolism Reset Diet, Dr. Alan Christianson has dedicated his career to helping people restore their metabolism by addressing liver health. He highlights the leaky liver phenomenon, where an overburdened liver leaks excess sugar and fat into the bloodstream, contributing to weight gain, diabetes, and fatigue. Here's the big question: could your metabolism and even your ability to lose weight be stuck because of your liver? Dr. Christianson says yes, and his science-backed solutions could change your life. Let's dive into how his Metabolism Reset diet can heal your liver and unlock your body's natural ability to thrive. The liver's vital role in metabolism and energy management.
In most contexts, people think about it as being fast or slow, like you burn a lot or you burn little. And what it really is your body's ability to manage things in the moment. So right now, we're talking, we're using our brains, but we're not eating, but we're using fuel. So that's metabolism. You tap into what's stored. And when it's healthy, you're getting more food than you need the moment when you do eat, and you hold on to that, and you do it in a way to where it's not stuck. And then later on, when there's a point at where you need that, you can draw it out and not have to have your energy crash or get a lot of weird cravings.
Metabolism is the intricate process by which your body converts the food you eat into energy. It involves a series of chemical reactions that break down nutrients like carbohydrates, fats, and proteins to produce the fuel your body needs for daily functions, like breathing, digestion, physical activity, and mental focus. Dr. Alan Christianson emphasizes that metabolism isn't simply about how fast or slow you burn calories. It's a dynamic system that keeps your body in balance by ensuring it has the energy it needs at the right moments. A fast metabolism isn't necessarily better, and a slow metabolism isn't always the culprit behind weight gain. Instead, Dr. Christianson highlights that a healthy metabolism requires the liver to function optimally, as it plays a major role in managing energy reserves, balancing blood sugar, and metabolizing fats.
And that's the role of the liver behind that. It's got a couple of ways that it stores that, and when it works well, it's got room to soak up the excess and then give back when we need extra. And if it's not working well, a little bit extra means the body is making toxic fat that clogs the liver. And when it gets too full, it starts to leak. And so leaky liver is the new emerging concept.
Liver is essential in regulating metabolism by managing energy. It stores excess glucose as glycogen and releases it when blood sugar levels drop. The liver also converts fats and proteins into energy. Dr. Christianson highlights leaky liver, where an overburdened liver becomes less efficient, disrupting metabolism and leading to issues like weight gain and diabetes. A healthy liver ensures proper energy management and prevents excess fat storage. How fatty liver affects your body.
So they call that NAFL, or non-alcoholic fatty liver disease or syndrome, based on how bad it is. And yeah, it looks just like alcoholic liver disease, but it's someone who's just doesn't drink all that much. And I mentioned before briefly about how alcohol can also be treated as a fuel. Carbs, fats, ketones, alcohol to your liver, they all have the same byproduct of oxaloacetate. They're all the same thing at a chemical level. So what happens with fatty liver is that there's so much triglyceride, it physically makes the liver have a harder time draining blood through it. And most people have a sense about body fat on a person, 10 is lean for a guy and probably too lean for a woman. So for your liver, 5% is too much. Above that, it's fatty liver.
Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or NAFLD, a condition that, despite being associated with excessive alcohol consumption, can also develop in individuals who do not drink much. This condition often goes undiagnosed until it reaches an advanced stage, but it mirrors the effects of alcoholic liver disease. Fatty liver occurs when excess fat builds up in the liver, impairing its ability to function. As the liver becomes overloaded with fat, it struggles to process nutrients and manage energy efficiently, disrupting metabolism. This can lead to increased fat storage, difficulty burning fat, and elevated blood sugar levels. Over time, fatty liver can contribute to chronic diseases and weight gain, making it a critical factor in metabolic dysfunction. Healing the liver is key to resetting metabolism and improving health.
That's the big pitfall, is that it's no magic trick to drop a few pounds. Anytime you really lower your food intake, you drop a few pounds. If you cut out a big food category, you drop a few pounds. But it's really about your body composition and about your lean body mass. It's funny, your liver and your muscles have a lot of things in common, and this is one of them. So your liver needs to have essential amino acids to get rid of the junk that's stored inside of it. It has one group of pathways called phase 1, and that's a group that a lot of things trigger it easily. That's how you take toxins and you move them out of your storage, or you chemically change them to make them more volatile, so you get them ready to get out. But then phase 2, you package them up and you ship them out. And the problem is we get too much phase 1 and too little phase 2, and we make things more harmful and don't get them out.
Fatty liver isn't just about fat accumulation in the liver. It also disrupts the liver's ability to process essential amino acids, which are critical for detoxification. However, when the liver is overloaded with fat, it becomes less efficient at performing these tasks, leading to a buildup of toxins and inefficiencies in metabolic functions. Dr. Christianson further stresses that while reducing food intake may appear to be a quick solution for fat loss, it can have unintended consequences. Specifically, reducing protein intake, which often happens when people cut calories, can lead to muscle loss. Muscle tissue provides essential amino acids that the liver needs to function optimally. If muscle mass decreases, the liver becomes even less capable of detoxifying the body and processing nutrients effectively. The liver's role in blood sugar metabolism.
Diabetes, for example, when someone wakes up with high blood sugar, they didn't just have a meal. That's their liver leaking that out. And now what we've seen even further is that you test someone after a meal, and some people have higher blood sugar than others. And we used to think that people had, too much food or food that absorbed too fast. Well, now we can differentiate your glucose from what you made versus from what came from the plate.
Wow. Yeah.
And it turns out that for most people with high blood sugar, about 80% of it is what they made after the meal. It has nothing to do with what was on the plate.
The liver plays a vital role in blood sugar regulation and its metabolism. It acts as a storage and management hub for glucose, converting excess sugar into glycogen and releasing it back into the bloodstream when needed, such as between meals or during physical activity. This balancing act helps maintain stable blood sugar levels and supports energy demands. Dr. Alan Christianson explains that when liver function is compromised, such as in cases of fatty liver disease, this regulatory process becomes less efficient, leading to disruptions in blood sugar levels. Conditions like insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes are closely linked to liver health, with a poorly functioning liver exacerbating glucose storage and release issues. This connection highlights the liver's central role in preventing blood sugar spikes and promoting metabolic health. The metabolism reset diet.
So there's a couple of stages. It's all set up in distinct stages, and there are some elements that are just basic platforms of it. And the main setup is it's 28 days, and you're looking at a shake for breakfast and lunch, and then a meal. And that's the basic format. There are optional snacks which are available for those if they, especially the first few days, if they want more things to munch on, totally fine. But the ingredients all shift throughout the 28 days.
Dr. Alan Christianson's Metabolism Reset Diet is a structured 4-week program designed to help restore your liver's health and optimize your metabolism. The core principle of this diet is to reduce the burden on the liver, which is responsible for regulating many vital functions in the body, including metabolism, detoxification, and fat storage. By following this diet, you can allow your liver to heal, ultimately improving your metabolic function. The program includes specific guidelines about what to eat, how to eat, and when to eat, making it easier for individuals to follow a routine that actively supports liver health and resets metabolism.
In the first goal, many people just can't budge the scale. Their weight just won't move at all. And when we get really nerdy about what's happening, there's a lot of triglycerides trapped around their liver cells, and that's the main barrier. So the first week, the ingredients, the recipes, it's all targeting that stage of it, getting those fat cells out from around the liver cells.
In week 1 of Dr. Christianson's metabolism reset diet, the focus is on eliminating foods that stress the liver and cause inflammation, such as processed sugars, refined carbohydrates, and alcohol. These foods force the liver to work overtime, leading to insulin resistance and fatty liver, which impair its ability to process glucose and detoxify the body. The goal of this week is to relieve the liver from this burden and initiate the detoxification process, setting the stage for improved metabolic function.
Then the next stage is about getting some more glycogen back. So your liver has two fuels. It's got glycogen and triglycerides. And the paradox is that you need glycogen to burn triglycerides. And people reach a state to where their livers are literally so full of triglycerides, there's no more space for glycogen.
In next phase of metabolism reset diet, nutrient-dense foods are reintroduced to nourish and support the liver's detoxification and metabolic functions. Healthy fats from sources like avocados, olive oil, and nuts aid in liver cell regeneration, reduce fat storage, and promote bile production for digestion and toxin elimination. Lean proteins such as chicken, fish, lentils, and quinoa are essential for repairing liver cells, supporting detox pathways, and preserving muscle mass. Fiber-rich vegetables, including leafy greens and cruciferous options like broccoli and kale, enhance toxin excretion, reduce inflammation, and foster gut health, which further boosts liver function.
And this is a funny thing. So beans have lectins, they have phytic acid, and there's a lot of things that you can find in foods that if you would take them and purify them, they would kill cells in a test tube, or they would make a rat puke, But how they work in foods is completely different.
Legumes, often demonized due to concerns about lectins and phytic acid, can be incredibly beneficial for liver health. Despite their reputation, beans are rich in resistant starch, which has been shown to lower mortality rates more than any other food group when consumed regularly. A study of over 10,000 participants over 9 years found that just 1 ounce of beans daily significantly lowered the risk of death, particularly due to cardiovascular disease. Properly prepared beans, such as those soaked or pressure-cooked, are nutrient-dense and safe to consume, despite containing lectins, which can be toxic in large amounts. Dr. Christianson explains that in moderation, lectins stimulate the liver's detoxification processes through hormesis, where small exposures to certain compounds enhance the body's resilience and overall function. The essential nutrients for liver function.
The list is pretty much the list of essential nutrients, but some things are more commonly barriers than others. Magnesium comes up a lot, for example. Then there's a lot of other cofactors we'll find, things like betaine that we get from a big variety of foods. Also, there's relevance of micronutrients like zinc. Those are a couple of ones that are commonly lacking, ones that it needs but often do end up in short supply from.
To help our liver do its vital work, there are several nutrients that are essential for proper liver function. These nutrients are often found lacking in modern diets, and their absence can hinder the liver's ability to detoxify and process vital compounds. Magnesium is one of the most commonly deficient nutrients in the diet, and it plays a critical role in supporting various biochemical processes in the body, including those in the liver. Magnesium aids in enzyme function, detoxification, and the production of energy. It also supports muscle and nerve function. Zinc and betaine are other often deficient nutrients. Zinc is essential for immune function, wound healing, and maintaining healthy liver enzymes. It is also involved in the synthesis of proteins and DNA, and plays a role in detoxifying harmful substances in the liver.
A lot of its reactions involve adding on a methyl group. It's called methylation, and betaine's critical for many of those pathways. This is big in terms of how the liver interacts with brain chemicals. So we don't think about this a lot, but most of what happens in our brain with neurotransmitters starts in the gut and gets set up by the liver and prepared and then sent directly to the brain. And methylation is critical for much of that.
Betaine is crucial for the liver's methylation processes, which are essential for everything from gene expression to neurotransmitter synthesis. Methylation helps the liver interact with brain chemicals, which is a key process often overlooked. Without adequate betaine, these processes cannot occur efficiently, and the liver's overall ability to detoxify and metabolize nutrients becomes impaired. Methylation is so critical that deficiencies in betaine can lead to metabolic disturbances and further complications in overall health. How weight loss is affected by metabolism and liver health.
In the first portion, some people just, they don't eat much, they move around plenty, but their weight does not respond. They cannot lose weight without the most extreme efforts, and if they do, they gain it back right away. In the other scenario, the set point is off, and people have a very low range of food they can tolerate without weight gain showing up. And these are both issues with metabolism. These are how well the body can burn fuel and how well it can regulate this.
Some people struggle with weight loss despite being active and eating well, requiring extreme efforts to shed pounds, only to regain weight quickly. Others have a narrow range of food they can tolerate without weight gain. These issues stem from metabolic imbalances, affecting how the body burns fuel and regulates fat storage. A disrupted metabolism can make it harder to maintain a healthy weight, emphasizing the need to address metabolic factors for long-term weight management. Improving liver health is crucial for sustainable weight loss. A healthy liver balances hormones like insulin and cortisol, promoting fat burning and reducing cravings. Meal timing is also important, as the liver functions best when eating aligns with the body's circadian rhythms. Irregular eating, especially late-night meals, strains the liver and disrupts metabolism. Eating earlier supports blood sugar stability and enhances fat burning for effective weight management.
And it looks like with dieting, diets are not harder based on how much food they have you cut out. They're harder to do based upon their complexity. And the more things you've got to figure out at each meal, the less apt you are to have adherence. Even if you cut out more food, but it's drop dead simple, it's easier to stick with. It's been shown over and over again.
Decision fatigue can hinder sticking to a healthy diet, as constant decision-making depletes willpower and leads to poor food choices. Meal planning, like preparing smoothies or shakes in advance, reduces this mental load and ensuring essential nutrients without the stress of daily decisions. This approach simplifies eating, supports liver health, and promotes metabolic balance, helping maintain consistency in weight management. In conclusion, Dr. Alan Christianson's approach to resetting your metabolism and healing fatty liver offers a natural path to sustainable weight loss and improved metabolic health. By focusing on liver health and aligning your eating habits with your body's natural rhythms and supporting your metabolism with the right nutrients, you can boost fat burning and reduce cravings. It's not just about cutting calories, but about healing your liver and optimizing your body's ability to burn fat. Start incorporating these insights into your daily routine and watch as your metabolism resets and your overall health improves. Thank you for watching. See you next video.